Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to Kelvin's Kitchen. Today we're making Birria Quesa Rellenos de Papa, also known as Birria Quesa potato balls. For this recipe, we are using 2 pounds of chuck roast, 2 pounds of short ribs, and 2 pounds of oxtail. Use paper towels to dry most of the moisture. Then season with plenty of kosher salt on all sides. Now, in a large pot over medium-high heat, add in 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. Sear the meat in batches about 2 to 3 minutes until all the sides are brown. Birria is a Mexican dish from the state of Jalisco. The dish is a meat stew traditionally made from goat meat, but occasionally made from beef. And remember to do this in batches as to not overcrowd the pot. After the beef has been seared and all the sides are brown, set it aside. Then in the same pot, add in 1 large onion cut into chunks. We don't need to dice it as the whole thing is going to end up in a blender. Sauté the onion until it becomes translucent. Then add in 8 tomatoes cut into chunks as well. Followed by 12 cloves of garlic, 8 white chili, and 5 guajillo chili. Before adding the chilies to the pot, ensure that you remove all the seeds and cut them in half. Just like so. Season with 1 teaspoon of Mexican oregano, 1 teaspoon of dry thyme, 1 teaspoon of cumin, 1/8 of a teaspoon of ground cloves, 1 tablespoon of whole black peppercorn, 1 cinnamon stick, 3 bay leaves, and kosher salt to taste. Now sweat the vegetables and the spices for about 5 minutes. We want to kind of wake them up. Wakey wakey! Then add in 4 cups of beef stock. Bring that to a boil and let it cook for about 10 minutes. After your adobo has cooked for about 10 minutes, transfer into a blender. Now blend the whole thing in batches until you get a smooth consistency. After your adobo sauce has been blended nice and smooth, transfer it back into the pot. Then bring the beef back into the adobo sauce. Add in 4 additional cups of beef stock. Set the heat to medium-high and bring to a boil. Once it begins to boil, reduce the heat to medium-low and continue cooking for about 3 hours until fork tender. We're using Oaxaca cheese. And the best way to cut up the cheese is to shred it by hands, just like so. And after braising the beef for 3 hours, it should be fork tender. Now remove the beef from the pot. For a clear broth, you want to run the consommé through a strainer. You'll end up with this leftover residue that you can just discard and throw in the trash. Now separate the bones from the meat and using 2 forks, go ahead and shred it. Now we are peeling 3 pounds of russet potatoes. You may cut them into thin slices so they cook faster. Set the potatoes in a pot of water over medium-high heat. Season with 1 teaspoon of kosher salt. Bring the pot to a boil and cook for about 25 minutes or until fork tender. Once they have been cooked and are fork tender, drain the water from the pot. Using a potato masher, go ahead and mash them. Add in 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. Keep on mashing to incorporate the cornstarch in. The potatoes are still warm, we need them to cool off. Let them cool off for about 20 minutes. Once the potatoes are cool to the touch, Add in 1 large egg, then mix to incorporate. Now we need to set up a breading station. 1 cup of all-purpose flour, 1 cup of Italian-style breadcrumbs, and 3 large eggs. Now using an ice cream scooper, scoop out the potatoes onto a baking tray. We are using 2 scoops of potatoes per potato ball. By using the ice cream scooper, we'll end up with the same size potato balls. And to make the whole process easier, I like to scoop out all the potatoes first. Now we get to stuff the potatoes with the birria and cheese. Create a dent into the potato ball just like so, then place some of the cheese and about 1 tablespoon of the beef. Then go ahead and close it just like so. Repeat the same steps with the rest of the potato scoops. Now run them through your breading station. First the all-purpose flour, then through the egg wash, and finally through the breadcrumbs. Repeat the same process with all the potato balls and set them aside. Now to air fry them, spray non-stick cooking spray at the bottom of your air fryer basket, then spray the top of the potatoes with cooking spray as well. Now air fry them at 400 degrees for 4 minutes. And after 4 minutes, go ahead and flip them over. Spray them with cooking spray. And air fry them at 400 for another 4 minutes. The total air frying time is 8 minutes at 400 degrees, 4 minutes per side. Now, if you don't have an air fryer and you want to deep fry them, heat up about 4 inches of oil to 375 degrees. Then fry them until golden brown. That would be about 2 minutes per side. Once golden brown, get them out and set them aside. Place them on a plate lined with paper towels. And to serve them, we need some of the birria sauce. Add half a lime juice, 1 tablespoon of diced onion, and some fresh cilantro. And I think now you are ready to eat. There you guys have it. Birria Quesa Rellenos de Papa. Enjoy, buen provecho, and thanks for watching. Bye.